Hello and welcome to I Can't Say It, day 229. I have already fallen asleep on the couch. It's not even 10:15. Now it's maybe at 10:20 or so. So this will be a short recording. One hopes. You just never can predict these sorts of things, can you? You just think to yourself, well, what can I talk about? And then, boom, you just get going. So I rode my bike into work today after yesterday's fantastic ride home, where I didn't break a record, but I had lots of personal records. So timing-wise, yesterday's could have been faster if I had some more favorable lights, but I did not have favorable lights at a few points. It's all right though. I didn't know my time was going to be as good as it was. Otherwise, I could have picked things up, made some slight changes. You just never know. So the ride in today, I also had a whole lot of personal records, 15 or 16. And that last stretch doing McCarthy, my personal record was like 8:40. Now it's like 7:40. So I shaved a minute off. But I was focusing really hard on keeping the stroke consistent and making an effort at the end where it goes up just a little bit to Dixon Landing Road to try a little bit harder. So it was understandable that I had a personal record there, but you know what's going to happen. It's all the old convergence. Eventually, you can do only so much, and then boom, so it's going to taper off. But that's all right. But I don't think I'm close to tapering off just yet. With time, we'll see. Yeah. Excuse me. But I did do, I was thinking today about when I used to work in Santa Clara. I used to take the San Tomas Aquino Trail home. And I said to myself, you know what? How far is that trail from the trail that I take? And if I'm coming home, I turn right on Tasman and follow Tasman for just a little bit, I can get to that same San Tomas Aquino Trail and do the ride home that I used to do a couple years ago. And I mapped it out on Strava, and it came out to just about 20 miles. So 1.5 miles more than the ride home that I'm doing now. So if I want to mix it up, I think probably on Monday, if I do the ride home on Monday, I will do that ride instead. It might take about 5 or 10 minutes longer. We shall see, but it's the roads that I'm familiar with, and I think it will be okay. Just 1.5 miles longer, so if I leave a little earlier, yeah. And that way I can just, see how I feel doing an old route that I haven't done in quite some time. So I'm actually looking forward to that, because there's one particular stretch on Monroe where there's always bicycles, and it's pedestrian, but it's got a nice bike lane, and I always used to have a good time. I always try to do it in under 2 minutes, and now that my legs are finally getting back into a so-so shape, I'm curious to see how I will do on that road there. And then I can just mix it up, because you know what they always say, variety is the spice of life. I think that's what they say. Funny how you hear all these phrases, and then when it's time for you to say them, you don't quite remember them quite the way variety is the spice of life. Yeah, that sounds right. I'll look it up later. But it's nice to know that my legs are performing the way they're supposed to. Didn't weigh myself this morning, so I don't know. And the reason I didn't weigh myself is that I don't usually shower at home before I'm going out on a ride, because I'm going to go out on a ride and I'm going to get sweaty. So what I do is I go to work and then I shower. And so there's no time in the bathroom where I'm thinking or consciously thinking about showering. And so tomorrow I may not weigh myself again, just because it's going to be a long day, and we're going to go out and we're going to go see, I'll give you a hint. It's a prison. That's all I'm going to say. So yes, that's what we're going to go do tomorrow. We have tickets. We're going to go be there at 9 o'clock, so we got to leave pretty darn early. So that's why I'm making this video so short. Right now we're at 5 minutes, so like I said, you know, when you got things to say, sometimes they just come right on out. Funny, when I used to do Toastmasters, we always had to do table topics, and you'd struggle to talk for 2 minutes about something. But man, once you get going, it's like, I should find my table topics cards if I have any, you know, and come up with table topics and see how those go with you guys. All right, so I'm going to go hit the hay because we are all tired and we have a long day tomorrow. Should be fun up in the place with the prison. And I'll wish you all a pleasant weekend, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.